I'm going to show you how you can manipulate your background to really enhance your hybrid animal. I chose an image of some clouds. Since I put wings on a whale, I thought it might be interesting to actually put them in that environment. So I went ahead and opened that image right here, and here I have my whale. I have a couple layers over here, and I may not want these layers when I go to manipulate my background. So what I can do is I can flatten my image. I showed you on the last tutorial how you could merge one down with the other. Now I just want one clean image all together. That means I can't manipulate the pieces of it anymore. So I'm going to choose flatten image, and you see that it just goes into one image right here. To grab my whale off of this image, I'm choosing my quick selection tool like we have used in the past, and I'm being really picky about getting it perfectly selected. If you don't do this very well, it really does make a difference in the long run. Not sure why it's blinking like that, but we'll keep forging ahead. Once I have it selected, I just go around, check that it is all looking pretty good. Now to move it to my other image, I can select this move tool, drag it up to my clouds, drag it down and release, and here I have my whale. It created a new layer on top of this background. Now I think it would be kind of funny to have a whole pod of whales, so I can do that in a couple different ways. I could copy my layer over here, so I could just right click on it and duplicate layer. I could name it if I wanted to. I'm just going to put OK, and now you can see that I actually have two whales that I can manipulate. If they're all the same size and position, it doesn't look as realistic or clever, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to manipulate one of them by choosing Edit, Free Transform. That way I can make it larger and rotate it a little bit. And if I overlap it with my other one, I start to get the effect that they are closer to me if they're larger. I can apply that transformation. I can do that again, duplicate the layer again. So I have another whale. I can edit, free transform, and do the same thing and maybe make him even larger and make a whole pod of whales if you would like. So that might be quite a fun way to manipulate your animal. The other thing that you can do is I'm going to go back to my original where I cut it out. Remember that I can manipulate anything that's in this selection or outside of this selection. So if I wanted to create just entirely blank background, what I could do was select the inverse of this so that I select the water and not the whale. So I'm going to go select inverse. Now my water is selected, and so I can go to a brush tool. And when I choose my brush tool, it's going to paint on top of this, but only allow me to paint inside the selection. If I wanted to paint with white, I could do it just right away because I see that it's in my palette here. If I want a totally different color, I can click on that and choose a different color, whatever you want. And now when I paint, it's only going to go on the area that's selected. I can increase the size and the hardness of my brush if I wanted to do it really fast. And I can create just a colored background for my animal. Now I don't think that's quite as clever or looks very good. I think I would put them in an environment, but if you wanted to do something with the background like paint on it, then that's an option for you.